Welcome to this super speedy patterns how-to. I don't think you need instructions for polka dots, but think of the possibilities. Big polka dots, little polka dots, Cheerio polka dots. You can even use a bigger marker to help make them look like they are in reverse. These are some stepping stones, big circles, little circles. Fill in the gaps with black. This one, you start with circles in the front and you build behind. Jump over what you've already drawn to go behind it. Well, for a rainy day project, teardrops or raindrops seem good. You can do a mix of flowers and dots. These dots, you do dots with circles and circles and circles around them. You can do any shape, hearts, stars, rainbows, eyeballs. For this one, you draw circles and then erase them to make it look like little bright shinies. We can do echo patterns, or we can do bumps like tiles or scales where you jump off of each high point. And we can even make them look like rainbows or add additional dots or layers. These ones to me look like dragon scales. And add any pattern to any other pattern. And here we go, zigzags. You can fill them in. You can fill them in with polka dots or other lines. Up to you. Okay, starting with a grid helps a lot for some patterns. Look at the possibilities with stripes. You can do fat stripes, skinny stripes, stripes within stripes. These ones look a little like a road until you change them up and add different patterns inside. Again, we're going to start with a grid. This one reminds me a little bit of onions or rows of onions. Another grid, and we have a reverse bead pattern. Look how it looks when you do every other bead colored in, but of course you could do any variation of that. For this grid, we're going to just make a plain old everyday checkerboard. Of course, you could fill it different ways, different colors, whatever you like. We can make a wiggly checkerboard, and a wiggly checkerboard filled with wiggly other squares and other shapes. Well, here we can use a straight edge to make just random lines of chaos, and then fill in some of the gaps, some of the triangles, as many as you like, wherever you like. Starting with another grid. Look at these. When you're done, they look like picture frames. This one, you just have to stop. You go different angles, and I did 3 lines, stop. 3 lines, change direction, and stop. And 3 lines, and change direction, and stop. A little like a basket weave. Starting with a grid, this time in pencil, I'm doing every other spot where the pencil crisscrosses, and then I switch to pen and erase the pencil. For this grid, I'm doing right directly to marker, and you can imagine what it would look like if you filled in the triangles various different ways. This next one's so easy. 3 lines one way, 3 lines the other way. And you can do any angle, of course. And you can make any pattern where the lines crisscross. This one's kind of fun. It makes me think of our optical illusions that we did last year. Do you see the wavy lines or the zigzaggy lines? That's it. Thanks so much for joining my video. It's just the beginning of all the possibilities.